Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we actually have some things that we need to do here. Now, I've already gone around and revoked a bunch of kingdom level titles. You'll notice it's a few days later because we had to tick on forward, and all I did during that time was just wait for them to accept the title revocation. And then I combined them together. I found just enough. There's probably a couple more that we can do, but I found just enough that we're willing to accept it, that we no longer have a vassal count issue. For now. For now. That will definitely change. There's no doubt about that. But it comes with a downside. And we knew this would be the case. We have a lot of tyranny. So if we look at this guy, we can see minus 100 opinion due to tyranny. That might come back to bite us. We'll see what ends up happening with factionalism, but for right now, we've only got a little ways to go, right? It's like 1451 is, I think, the end date, and we need to only fight 5 additional nations. So at this point, what I want to do is I did see that there was one of our people here, who was it, with a decent claim in the Byzantines. This guy. Now, we don't quite have what we need for declaring this, but this is actually completely okay. I think this is fine. We'll take the fame penalty. We'll work our way out of prestige debt pretty quickly. I want to get this done and the Byzantine Empire on truce ASAP here. That is going to be very, very, very vital. So we're going to get this war declaration done now. Minus 500 prestige. Yes, that's fine. So we're going to raise up our forces. I think this is a tempting target to get some prestige. We're going to raise our men-at-arms here, and we're going to raise some levy troops. How many are we going to need in total? Oh, this guy is really weak right now. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to get our men-at-arms raised, and we'll just keep raising levy troops until this is done. It's going to be a lot of them. Okay. More than expected, but we're then going to split off our siege force, so bombards and a few levy troops. We should probably take this up to like 70k. Something like that. And they're going to head on in up here. You can be the leader. That'll be fine. And we're going to see about catching these forces over here. No, our regent is being a jerk, and we're going to tell him he can't do things. So we're going to catch this force over here, which is great because we want to get prestige out of it, right? So we just got 2,700 prestige from that. We're already back out of debt. There is potentially a faction here. Okay, so the reason that this is happening is definitely because everyone's angry at us for our tyranny. 1,000,000%. Except for this guy. I don't know why this guy's in this faction. He'll probably leave. But what I want to do here is I want to just send a gift to everyone who is in this faction. We have so much money that this doesn't matter. And this will at least take some of the edge off, and some of these guys might be willing to leave the faction, which would be good. We would absolutely be delighted if even only a couple of people left these factions, right? So it's not surprising that we have factionalism here at all. I'm going to send a gift here, and I'm going to send a gift here. Now, these are Catholic populace. This can pop in 3 months. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. So Germany here, we cannot demand his conversion because that's currently unavailable. And we cannot demand conversion here either. Okay. So for now, we'll call this good, but this is, of course, going to be a bit of a problem. And we're going to attack over here. These guys are going to be fighting and making us additional prestige, which is good. Okay. I think I just spent a bunch of prestige there, but that's fine. We're going to be fighting up over here and getting ourselves even more prestige. And our marshal is going to be this guy, who is pretty angry, no doubt about that. And this independence faction, people did indeed leave. And actually, the Alpine Franconian Catholic populace appear to have changed a bit as well. So there might be some recalculation here. But I currently believe that none of these are actual factions. This is still here. Okay, it went away. Perfect. Yes, show in this guy in his gold as well as his prestige. That is, of course, important to us. And we're going to continue to siege out over this way. So we're only at 7% war score, and that is because we are prioritizing getting the prestige out over this way, right? So that's fine. They're going to walk into us here, and we're completely okay with that. So that's a stack wipe. They have additional forces on the way in over here, which that's a decent number of forces, to be sure. But it won't actually defeat us. So we're going to win that and get a bunch of prestige out of it. I don't think we're going to stack wipe them under any circumstances. But there's this county finally completed on the sieging. So that's good. We're going to win this battle, putting us at 8,400 prestige. So now I want to come in here. I want to reform. We're going to drop the tribal unity, and we are going to start putting in legalistic, giving us plus 30 vassal limit. But we can't... Oh, we actually can't do that until 1478. Never mind. That is after the end date of the game. So that is not going to be happening, I guess. Sure. Awkward. We would love to do that. But apparently we just can't. So I guess that's fine for the time being. We need to come up here and siege. We need to stack wipe some of these forces. We're one direct vassal limit above. And... too few spouses. We should do something about this most likely. Getting ourselves some relatively powerful alliances here would be good. So who else would we want to go for here? Sort by alliance power. We already got this, so... Yep, that seems fine. Excellent. And we got a diplomacy lifestyle perk. Cool. We could certainly grab something like Firm Hand. So we're going to be fighting these guys down over here. Our siege is currently over. So we want to head up over this way. We're at 38% war score right now. This is a juicy target for prestige. So we're going to meander our way on northward here. Perfect. There's a lot of juicy targets here, actually. Our regent is being a jerk, and no one is surprised by this. We are one vassal limit above, but it's okay. I would like to sort by alliance power here, and the Sultanate of Palabia. No, actually, no, that's fine. That is fine. That is within our territory now. Okay, cool. So we're going to get all of that going. Okay. Keeping an eye on this force here. They have embarked. So I guess we should walk out over this direction then. We're at 56% on this war. We've gotten a lot of prestige out of it. No doubt about that. Demand artifact. Get out of here. Where are the Byzantines attacking us? Up here? Sure. I don't actually care about that. So what faction is this? Okay, the Catholic populace again. I'm not shocked about that. They're going to be a bit of a thorn in our side for a little bit here. I don't know that there's all that much that we're going to do about that at this exact moment. Okay, so we're going to continue to get these sieges done and catch these forces where we can. We're using them to farm prestige at this moment. All looks good. We may end up having to fight these Catholic populace, which would be rude, but I guess it would be fine. Okay, we're going to continue to siege down this direction. That's a stack wipe. Phenomenal. We could head over this way, like so. And that might not actually be the worst idea to start heading that way. We're at 91% war score right here. They're nowhere near finishing their siege. So we need to get out of this war and deal with these populace if indeed they're going to be a problem after we're out of this war. I'm not convinced that they are. Okay, so we're going to get this siege done, and that sadly didn't quite end the war because it's not a full county occupation. We're going to throw this guy in jail. Anyone who's in jail is not currently causing us problems, and that actually seems to have dealt with the faction, but I suspect it's actually to do with our soldier count. They were very close, and that's likely what ended up happening there. So we do need another siege over here, but these guys are not going to finish their siege before this is done. So this war's over. And we will enforce those demands and disband our troops. That does put us 2 direct vassals above. which is unsurprising. Okay, so what do we want to do about that? Well, we still have too few spouses, and I want to sort by alliance power. Actually, these are both the same alliance. This is more congenital traits. She's kind of old, but that's fine. I don't actually care. So that all looks good. Fantastic. So being 2 vassal limits above, of course, is a bit of a problem. And we can see the Catholic populace are currently still brewing up. The Sultan of Ireland is the primary driver behind this. If he declines this, which he will, he'll start a war with us with the Rebellion CB, as opposed to the Catholic populists. That's probably quicker for us to deal with. Fascinating. So we're going to raise all of our men-at-arms here, and we're going to raise some levy troops as well. We probably don't need more than this, but we do need our men-at-arms to show up. So we'll give that a little bit of time. And we could negotiate an alliance with this guy. Sure, that sounds good. This guy would not accept an alliance. We could send him a gift and demand his conversion. He might accept, but he probably won't. What's he got? No, he does not want to convert. Okay. So that's noted. How are we doing on our raise here? 30 days? So these are the Alpine Franconian Catholic populace, right? And that's going to be quite a faction. No doubt about that. So if we can remove the King of Ireland from the picture, that is the idea here. They're now too weak to send their ultimatum. But I still want to get the King of Ireland out of here so that we can focus on other things. So we're going to finish our raise here. There we go. And then we are going to revoke his title. Like so. I'm going to send him a gift first. Now, we already sent him one, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we're going to do this. There we go. On decline, he will start a war against us with the Rebellion CB. This is not triggering the populace to fire. However, if he declines, he'll rise up in rebellion with other disgruntled vassals. So this war might actually be significantly large. Because we probably have a lot of disgruntled vassals right now. What happens on the imprison? We have a 22% chance on that. Same thing here. Our odds are better, for sure. So what's he not like? Pretty much the typical stuff. Okay. Noted. Well, we could roll the dice and see what happens. If we have to fight a big rebellion, we have to fight a big rebellion. Either way, he'll be the war leader. Okay. So. It's literally just him. Phenomenal. That is amazing. I fully expected this to be a big war. We have a lot of very angry vassals right now. But the fact that it's just him, I love it. I love it so much. So we're sieging his capital right now, and this is super over. Unfortunately, what we don't get is a capture of him. I want to check to see where he is. He's probably leading his own troops right now. So we're going to wander down, not with you guys, we're going to wander down with these guys down here and get that siege done. Any moment now. I'm sure we have a siege commander here somewhere. There we go. This guy will do. So where is this guy located? He is traveling around Iberia right now. Mildly awkward. We're going to head over this direction and see if we can catch this force. So it's going to end up being... Actually, we do catch something over here. So that seems okay. Yeah, looks good. Cool. So we're going to likely stack wipe his armies here, I think. The game is kicking fairly slowly right now. This may or may not stack wipe, though. Yeah, show in this guy. Good effort. Phenomenal. Okay. We'll see if this stack wipes. Regent, get out of here. Regent is being a jerk, but that's normal for the Regent. Okay, so he's retreating out over this direction. I'm assuming he's going maybe up here? I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. For the time being, we're just pursuing. Yeah, he is indeed going this way. So that's fine. We're at 88% war score right now. That battle was actually kind of huge. 46% war score. I like it. So they're actually retreating up to this siege. Intriguing. We're going to fight them up here and catch something, but the war's over, so we're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. So this guy, he is going to have his title revoked. There we go, and we are not going to get tyranny from that. That's absolutely great. And we're going to grant that title to this guy, who's the correct religion. And so that's absolutely wonderful. We're going to give the Sultanate of Ireland over to him. And he's going to be very pleased about that, of course. He basically has an empire under his control now, Britannia. But that's absolutely fine. We currently hold Britannia. Hopefully he doesn't have the ability to usurp that from us, but I don't think he does. Hopefully not. So Great Moravia is, of course, a thing that still exists over here. And we're going to seize all de jure lands here. Do we have the ability to attack Hungary at the same time? We do not. But we can attack Poland and seize these de jure lands, which is a decent chunk of territory over here, assuming that we don't have like a kingdom level claim. And we do not. Okay, so we're going to seize de jure lands over here as well. So we can see that there's a lot of troops down over this way. That is, I think, the Polish troops. Pomerania, we could also do a de jure lands on. It's not great. The Duchy of Pomerania would be much better for us if we're trying to create de jure territory over here, right? So this is what we're going to go for there, a holy war for the Duchy of Pomerania. So that'll be fine. There are a lot of forces down to the south that we can look at potentially fighting. And I want to, of course, drop our rally point out over here. Let's raise up our men-at-arms. Let's raise up levy troops. We're going to need a decent number of them. And we'll see what ends up happening here. But we are going to need a decent number of troops. Maybe like 250. Yeah, we'll go for 250. Okay, we're going for 275, I guess. Our men-at-arms are not here yet for another while. And I'm just wondering here, we can declare on this guy with what claims? County? I mean, that's kind of okay. That's kind of okay, too. There are some reasonable claims there, but not while we're fighting down here. That's the takeaway here. Not while we're fighting down here. So we have 5 days until our men-at-arms arrive. 3, 2, 1, and 0. And we're going to group together. We're going to split off our siege force. We're going to target a pretty large siege force here. Probably like 75,000. That seems absolutely reasonable to me. So something like that. These guys are going to head up over here with a siege commander, while this force sees about intercepting some of this over here. Excellent. So inward we go, and we're hoping that we get a solid catch on them here. And indeed we do. So that looks very good. I would like to... These guys are kind of awkwardly standing right where I want to be. We're going to move this direction, and the battle should be over by the time this is done, right? Yeah, for sure. So I want to grab this army underneath here. There we go. And head up here and catch this force. Perfect. We're going to attack Great Moravia's capital here. This will stack wipe. That'll get us some Poland war score there. That is Great Moravia under our control. So that's perfect. No more war over here. Hungary is in this war. We can certainly head up over this direction and start getting some Poland sieges. We could take their capital and then move up to the war goal from there. That would be the idea. That's a pretty large amount of German troops. Apparently the King of Germany is, or actually the Queen of Germany is defending against us here? Okay. Awkward. Our own vassal. Well, that's fine. Where is the King of Poland right now? He is in his capital. Sounds good. So we do have a faction here. This is the Catholic Populists. Okay. Mildly awkward. But that's okay. So we're going to head up over this direction. Eventually, we'll have to deal with the Catholic Populists, right? That's very, very clear. We are 2 direct vassals above. That's why they are being a thing. And that's just realms splitting up. I'm 99% sure of that. We can take a look around, and, I mean, part of it might actually be things like this. These guys rebelling against us, kind of. They're not really rebelling against us, but they are defending against us in this war. So for now, I'm just going to take a real quick look around, and we're just seeing if there's anything that should not be out here that's not kingdom level. For the moment, I don't see anything. Yeah, I think we're good. So we're going to do some fighting up here. We're going to... Get out of here, Regent. We're going to attack up over here and get the Polish capital under our control. These guys are getting stack wiped. That's wonderful. Cool. And now I want to make our way, if we can select things. There we go. I want to make our way up over this way. That is not a good path to take. We're going to take a path up over... No, I want to go through... No, I want to go through this pass. Okay, there we go. I don't want to take heavy attrition right now. That would be bad. So we're going to continue our sieges over here. Sadly, we didn't really capture anything amazingly good. We are at 56% versus Poland. We may actually want to dip up over here and fight these guys. We can still get some more battle war score. So that seems reasonably fine. We need to keep in mind these guys are going to fire at any time. So we'll need to eliminate the existing wars and make our way up over this. No, don't go. No, stop it. Don't go that direction. We're going this direction. Thank you very much. Cool. So we're at 80% here now. Get turned around. There you go. Cool. So we're at 80% versus Poland. This siege could end it, but it probably won't, if I had to guess. 92. Okay. We're going to hop in over here. I'm kind of shocked that that faction hasn't fired yet, but I'm okay with it. Okay. There's the Poland war over. So we're going to enforce those demands. That was de jure, so we don't need to do anything else there. So these guys are back under our control now. That might actually reduce the... Oh, actually, they're not strong enough to send an ultimatum in 1 month. Fascinating. We're going to want to head up over here, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do. And we are looking to win these battles over this direction. That's all fine. For now, I want to head out over this direction. Now, they have a numerical advantage on us over here. We may want to consider raising up a few additional troops over here, or just avoiding them for the time being. They, of course, have this advantage because there are a lot of our vassals that have joined in with them due to alliances. We could certainly stack wipe this force. That is an option. Another reasonable option would be to raise up additional forces here, and we're going to do that. We're going to raise up some reinforcements. Okay, so these guys finally popped. You'll have it in death. Okay, someone actually joined them. No, get out of here with the challenge to artifact right now. So that was Germany. We were basically already fighting Germany, but we weren't actually. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to definitely be interested in calling this guy into this war. That's definitely something that we want. And now, of course, we need to wipe out these forces, right? We need to finish up our existing war and deal with this Catholic uprising. Otherwise, it's going to be a big problem. So, to that end, we see these guys heading over this direction. We're going to head that way as well. So we're going to go something like this. And I really don't want to go here. That feels really dangerous. I don't want to go here. I don't want to go here, really, but I guess here is better. We'll arrive here in 25 days, so it seems... Hello, pause menu. Kind of okay. So, first things first. We're going to get rid of all of this. We're going to actually hire in some mercs here. And maybe a Holy Order as well. Yeah, we'll hire the Holy Order. We're going to hire every single one of these mercs. Beautiful. Because we need something to fight these populists with, right? So we're going to group all of this together. We're going to stop gathering it. These guys are going to go fight the populists, and we're going to raise more reinforcements for dealing with this if necessary. Now, we need a new marshal here. That'll be this guy. Cool. And for the moment... No, get out of here, Regent. What a jerk. For the moment, we're going to head up over this direction. Cool. So these guys are dealt with. Now we're going to just head around and eliminate a bunch of these populist uprising forces, right? That's the idea here. That idiot belongs in my dungeon. And we're going to continue to siege out over here. Now that these guys are heading this way, this is intriguing. I'm not sure exactly what their plan is here. They might be looking to fight us here. But they're a little split up right now. So, I'm thinking about fighting them here. With these guys being locked in to going out this direction, they're going to be going the wrong direction, and we can pick off maybe a portion of this army. That's the idea behind this. They might be too late to pile in at this point. That's the hope. I do want to come in over this way and start up a siege. I think they are too late to pile in. Yeah, that's a stack wipe right there. Beautiful. So they have some forces coming in down here, and we obviously need to get out of here. Well, they have forces on the way in right now. So our siege force is caught here. I figured that they would all pile in here. It's actually a bad thing for them that they're not. We're working on retreating here. They don't have the forces, I don't think, to stack wipe this. No, we retreated. So that's good. Where are we retreating to? Oh, okay, sure. So I'm going to split this force in half. We're going to send half of it down over... Well, we already attacked here, didn't we? We could come and start up some slow sieges out over here. That seems semi-reasonable. Okay. So, this war needs to end, right? That is absolutely step one here. So we're at 47% war score here. That feels really low, actually. It does feel really low. We're going to get these guys turned back around as soon as possible. No, that's too expensive. But this, of course, needs to be dealt with. It is, however, time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to see about maybe doing... I don't know. Are these guys retreating? They are, actually. We're going to see about getting all of this dealt with. Of course, we need to deal with these populists sooner rather than later. So that is, of course, the goal here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.